Is it focused? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JRDN back with another banger, you feel me? So, as I saw by the title, today I am going to be showing y'all how to get rich off a clothing brand in 2024. So, as y'all know, a lot of people nowadays, a lot of the younger people want to become entrepreneurs when they have their own stuff, their own business, their own brand. And a lot of people want to have their own clothing brand. The only problem is a lot of people don't know how to scale their business to another level and create traction to their clothing brand business and get customers and create revenue off of that. So today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to do that. So stick with me, ride with me, let go. Before we get started though, I'm gonna need y'all to go down real quick, just real quick. I know y'all hate when people do it, but just real quick, get me right. Just go smash that like button, subscribe button, leave a little comment, let me know if I helped y'all out. But we gonna get into it. Alright, the first step into creating a clothing brand business is your product. So when you're creating a product, you don't want to be like everybody else. I know a lot of people say this, but it's kind of hard nowadays. Everybody's creating clothing brand businesses. It's kind of hard not to be like everybody, but find something that sticks out. If you find something that you like that's different, do it, because everybody's making the same thing and it's getting repetitive. A lot of people don't like that. If you have something that sticks out, a lot of people are going to mess with that rather than something that's repetitive and people constantly see. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a name for your product. A lot of people look up names on ChatGPT, if y'all know what that is. It's the AI generated app. Some other people just come up with names and create their product and designs off of that name. To be honest with y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know any advice to give y'all off of coming up with the name. That's kind of hard to do. You want to come up with something that's different but not too known, you feel me? Personally, I don't like this, but a lot of people come up with the names, like the basic names like Broken Hearted or Motion or some type of money. Like, they always have that in their names. I personally wouldn't go that route. If you feel like that'll fit you, go for it. But personally, I wouldn't, because it's a lot of, like I said, I'm gonna be saying that a lot this video. It's a lot of repetitiveness, and you obviously want your brand to stick out. If they see something that sticks out to them, they're gonna be like, oh wow, I like that, I'm gonna go weird. So make sure y'all do something that's different, like that people are actually gonna fuck with. When it comes to doing stuff like that, a lot of people don't know how to create designs and stuff like that, and that's fine. A lot of people, like me personally, I prefer to create all of my own stuff by myself. I learned how to do designs and all that myself, but you don't have to. You can go on like Canva, and it's some other websites you can go on and find designs free, or you can get somebody to make a design for you. So now that you have your brand name and your brand design, what you're gonna want to do is put that into work, into the actual clothing. So what you can do for that is you can go online and you can find a blank template of whatever you want to sell, whether that's shirts, hoodies, pants, shorts, whatever it is. You can find blank templates of those, download them. You can put your designs on those, and you can do what we call mock-ups. What a mock-up is basically is just a digital form of your product, your design that you're trying to create, without physically having it in hand. It's like a rough draft pretty much of what you want your product to look like without having it actually manufactured yet. If you don't know how to do this, you can use things like Procreate is a great tool. If you have a laptop, anything you can do with that. And if not, you can do it on your phone. Actually, all you have to do is go to this app called PicsArt, and you can just add the image into PicsArt and put your design on there. And they have a tab with stickers that you can add certain type of designs that you want for your brand, for your design, and put it on there to get a mock-up of what you want your design to look like. So now you have your brand name, you have a design, and you have your mock-up. Now once you have these three, what you want to do is find your brand identity. Your brand identity is essentially what people see and notice once they first look at your designs. When people are buying clothing, they're not buying for the design, they're buying for the brand. Because of this, you want to sell your brand to the people, not the design. Obviously, I'm not saying you just go make a terrible design and hope that it does anything, as long as you have a good brand. Obviously, you want to make your design top notch and have a good design for the people. But personally, I know a lot of people who just make a good design and they don't know how to scale their brand to have the same type of good looking image as the design does, so their company does not move any further. When it comes to brand identity, you want to make your brand look as aesthetically pleasing as possible. This comes down to things like the quality of your product, the layout of your website, and the way you package your orders up. You want to make everything top-notch quality so that people can have a returning instinct when they come back to your brand. So when it comes to these things, you can find videos. I'll probably make a part 2 of this if you guys want. You can find videos of how to make your brand look more aesthetically pleasing, as well as your website. All you have to do is find the best way to see what your audience is. Another way to help with your brand identity is to make your brand look like it's already hot. People nowadays, they love to hop on trends. People are quick. As humans, we see something that somebody is wearing and we tend to hop on those trends. So you as a clothing brand owner need to attack that as much as possible. If you make it look like your brand is already a hit, people are already going to tend to want to buy from your clothing. A way you can do that is through your marketing, and that's number 3. Marketing, and listen to me when I say this, marketing is the most important part of this entire process. Marketing is what's going to drive all customers to want to buy your product and drive them to your website to make purchases. So first, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take the mock-ups that you made that I talked about in step 1, and you're going to want to send those to a manufacturer. I know a lot of people, me personally, when I was starting, I had the same issue. They had a problem, an issue with finding a manufacturer. That's the main problem that clothing brand owners are having. You can find a manufacturer through this app called Alibaba. Alibaba is a great app to use if you want to find a manufacturer and you're just starting. They have a ton of manufacturers that you're going to want to make your clothing. That's how you get your product. Also, before I go on, you want a Chinese manufacturer. They are the best ones to have. You do not want to go to an Indian manufacturer. They do not do you any justice, trust me. Chinese manufacturers are the best ones to have because they give you the best quality and for the right price. So once you find a manufacturer, what you're going to want to do is send them what is called a tech pack. A tech pack is an information guide that provides production details for the manufacturer, such as materials, sizing, pockets, zippers, and anything else you want on your clothes. If you want a picture of what it looks like, I'll pop up one right here. As you can see, it's pretty much just the clothing that you have created, and then it goes lines with arrows and information telling you exactly what you want at those certain points. So you're going to want to send your manufacturer a tech pack, and they're going to send you your product back. This product that you received is called a sample. This is where we start getting into the real stuff. Once you have the sample, what you're going to want to do is market that sample as much as you can. This is where the marketing strategy comes in the most strong to provide and create traction to your website. What you're going to want to do with that sample is you're going to want to take pictures. You're going to want to post on Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and any other social media platform that you can possibly think of. What you're going to want to do on those platforms is show off your clothing, show all sides of it, make sure it looks as clean and put together as possible. This is where you create a look of your brand. What you can do on Instagram Reels is the same thing as you can do on TikTok. Essentially, there's short form content, so you can make 10 to 15 second videos of you just doing poses in the clothing. That personally to me is more on the simpler side. What you really can do is do more promotional type videos. So what I mean by that is you want to sell the result of your product, not the product itself. For example, when you look at Snickers sells the result of their product. Their slogan is, "You're not you when you're happy." It shows somebody being like, this nerdy little kid, whatever, and then when they take a bite of a Snickers, they become like a buff, swole dude, or something like that. Or like a Red Bull commercial. Red Bull, you're just like a normal person and you drink it and they say Red Bull gives you wings, like you can fly now. So you want to create that look on your marketing strategy. You want to create some type of result and good feeling off of your product something that the customers will be getting out of your brand. Another form of a marketing strategy that you can use is through influencers. A lot of influencers have a big name when it comes to clothing brands and just influencing in general, like content creation. What you can do with a lot of these people is you can DM them, and most of them charge money. I won't lie. This is if you have some money up front to spend. This will be a great and more easier method of getting traction to your clothing brand. This is not needed, but it would help. What you can do is you DM the influencer and you just ask them to do a promotion for your product. Sometimes you won't be able to get back to them, and that's fine, but when you can, they will charge you. I'm not sure exactly how much each of them charge, but you can do that. And most of the time, even though you spend money to get them to promote it, you make that money back through their fans who go to yours. Because like I said earlier, people like love to hop on trends. So once they see that their favorite influencer is wearing your product, they're gonna want to wear your product too. Now on to step number 4. Now that you have the marketing out the way, what you're gonna want to do is what's called the pre-made method. If you have a little bit of money up front to use for your product, what you're gonna want to do is buy 20% of the bulk for your order before you drop. What this does is saves you some money, because obviously you're not going to have full enough money to buy your entire drop, and you don't know how much money you're going to make, how many products you're going to sell out of your drop, since this is your first drop. So what you're going to want to do, like I said, is buy 20% of the bulk, and you're going to want to send that to the manufacturer, and the manufacturer makes that for you. You do want to have a good connection with your manufacturer, and you're going to want to tell them that you will have more products that will be being sold. Tell them to be on standby and be ready. Because you did this, will reduce the chances of late shipping and late deliveries for the customers of your products. Oh, also what I forgot for your marketing is you're going to want to find a drop date at that time. While you're marketing and posting all these TikToks and Instagram reels about it, what you're going to want to do is keep showing the drop date and putting a link to your website in your videos and in your bio, so that people can click and sends them straight to your website. Once you get that 20% from your manufacturer, you're going to want to tell them about the due date when you need those clothes in. Finally, you're dropping. Once you drop your clothes, this is where you see the orders just flowing in. Everything we've done from the previous steps have all built up and worked together to create the money that we're making now. So now you have a lot of traction and customers coming through in and out of your website, and you have a big drop now. Once you make this drop, that's when you're going to want to make the call to your manufacturer and get the rest of those clothes finished. Now, depending on whether you do a limited drop or unlimited is up to you personally. What a limited drop is you only sell a certain amount, let's say like 300 hoodies, and once you drop your product, once 300 goes, then you're done dropping and your drop is finished. The unlimited method is you do your drop and you can sell as many as you want. There's no limit to it. As long as people are coming through and buying, you can create a direct link to your manufacturer that sends a notification to them so that they can just make the product and ship it off themselves. I personally would do the first method, due to the fact that when you do have your manufacturer ship it out themselves, they don't get to do the full shipping process that you want personally. When it comes to shipping, you want everything to be promoting your brand. To do this, you're going to want to get things like poly mailers, a label printer, marketing cards, and whatever else is necessary to show your brand off that you're professional. Poly mailers are pretty much just the packaging that you're going to use to send and ship your products off. You can find these at Walmart. They're really cheap. I would suggest getting them all in one size so that all of your products fit in that same package, but it's really up to you. A label printer is pretty much, it prints your labels, self-explanatory pretty much. What this does is it keeps promoting your product. It gives you a more professional look. If you're putting a tag on your shirt or hoodie, it looks like it's clean out of the store. on the back of your shirts you get a tag. So you're going to want to put that on the back of yours as well to give it a more rounded out look. For cards, you're going to want to put any type of thank you cards or whatever you want to do to have a more closer connection with your customers. And if you guys aren't sure how to ship, you can use this website called Pirate Ship. It helps you out. It's connected with the official USPS postal service, so that'll help you. That's pretty much all you need. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Pretty much that's all you need to have a successful clothing brand. If y'all do want me to make a part 2 and go more into detail about making a website and shipping things out, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments. I hope you guys go up. Come on, 2024, this our year. We all finna get rich. And yeah, I hope y'all just roll with me and stay tuned for the next video. Subscribe.
I'm shooting at the stars, but I still shoot it at your face. This deuce a hella small, but it's gon' twerk like Coley Ray. When you catch him, told my head to bless him, bro, gon' leave a stain. We gon' stretch him, I ain't tryna wrestle, I ain't Roman Reigns. I don't need to pop a perk to get up in my zone, but I might just pop a perk to get a nigga gone. Swear this shit get on my nerves, they copy me like clones, and all these niggas acting like they trapping, boy, you got along. Hey, look.